So when there was a moment that the football identity that you'd been building and thinking was going to be your who,
yeah,
when that was in jeopardy, you found something else that was your who. Can you tell us about that? How your identity shifted from not just being a football player to something else that you're now pursuing?
Absolutely. So I think in that space, when I was really leaning into my faith, I was being called to serve and to pay it back and pay it forward. So I really started working with different nonprofits, and that's what's kind of brought me into, Harrison's Playmakers now today. I started working with individuals with developmental differences and special needs, and really anyone all across the spectrum. We work with individuals with Down syndrome, with autism, visually impaired. Anyone on the spectrum can come hang out. I like to say my heart's unbiased, and it's got a lot of love to give. So I think we have 1,400 Harrison's Playmakers across the country in the three states and cities that I work in. And it's grown me so much that this is a legacy. It'd be really cool one day if they make a buff on my face or I get a gold jacket. That doesn't seem to be the career trajectory that I'm on. I'm working, still working. But even if I make Pro Bowl accolades or all pros, and that's what God had out in store for me, I think that'll all be forgotten a lot quicker than the things that I'm doing off the field and the stuff that's going to last a lot longer. And I'd probably trade a sack away for some of the relationships and the smiles and the conversations I've had with family members and mothers who are in tears saying that, like, my child, who I'd never expected to have anything close to a normal life, now has friends, now feels welcome, now sees life with a glass half full through some of the relationships that we have. And I'm currently struggling with how big do I want to grow the foundation, but I also need to have like my individual thumbprint on it. There's plenty of chapters and cities that are reaching out wanting me to get involved there and open a Harrison's Playmakers. But I think some of my special touches, like, I know these guys. Like, I see you 10, 12 times a year. I see you more than I see my sister. Like, you're part of the family. And the Man of the Year nomination shouldn't say Harrison Phillips. It should say every name of the Playmakers that I work with.
We had Jarrett here the other day, and he said that when it comes to his name and his father's name, any man that's standing on that stage deserves to have that honor sewn onto their jersey. What does it mean to you to hear that?
It's awesome. You guys know you're in the sport. You play the sport. I mean, you guys know how incredible it is to see the locker room. The negative perception that was when I was growing up about what these NFL football players are doing and getting arrested and domestic violence, drugs. I don't see that. I see like incredible role models in my locker room. People that, like, who do you not want your daughter to date? A lot of these people they'd be fine to date. They're great people. And that's the message that I really like with GALvanize is you guys get to hear us and tell our stories and show the world that, like, you can think those things you want about NFL players, but like, we're some of the best cream of the crop. We wouldn't be where we are if we didn't have characteristics and values that got us here. We didn't get here on our talent alone. So I think it's cool that to be nominated for your team, I mean, obviously to win it is like, whoa, whoa. But to be nominated in front of a team that has 70 players, or 100 players in training camp, whatever it is, that is a huge honor because those locker rooms are filled with really cool people doing really cool things and really cool communities. So even just to be down to 32 is the highest accomplishment that I've ever had in my life.